بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
When we come to speak to the merits of Sayyid al-Shuhada al-Hussain alayhi salam, a lot of times due to people's failure of recognition of his unique station in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they often limit him to a historical personality in the 6th or the 7th century who inspires lessons for every single one of us in terms of social justice, for instance. And unfortunately, over the last 15, 20, 30 years or so, particularly in light of a whole host of various socio-political realities, we have defined Al-Imam Al-Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam and his legacy only within this one really narrow lens. But truly, if we want to gain deep understanding and cognizance and awareness of Imam Al-Hussain alayhi salam, it's important to realize and recognize that he is far greater than just a historical moment. But that which allows for us to be inspired in the way that we are from him and his legacy, and to come in gatherings like these night after night, year after year, decade after decade, to remember him, salamullahi ta'ala alayh, in the way that we do across the world on nights like these ones, is because everything that the Imam alayhi salatu wasalam saw on the day of Ashura was nothing other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It was his belief, it was his conviction, it was his devotion, it was his submission, and more importantly, it was his love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that allows for us and his legacy to remain in these hearts until our very last breaths.
Ya Hussain.